Security operations understand and support investigations. Purpose of performing investigations is to gather facts so that an informed decision can be made. The output provided by an investigation is a collection of evidence, analysis, and documentation. Investigation process are: evidence collection and handling, reporting and documentation, investigative techniques, digital forensics tools, tactics, and procedures. Evidence collection and handling. Direct evidence is testimony from a witness who personally observed an event. A witness saying "I saw that man walk out with my laptop" is direct evidence. Hearsay evidence is indirect or second-hand evidence. It is not useful in court but could be useful in an internal investigation because it could lead to the discovery of new facts and more tangible evidence. Other types of evidence are hard copy, photographs, and video recordings, event and traffic logs, and computer files and memory. Evidence can take physical forms such as media that contain data evidence, and physical forensic material such as blood, hair, and fingerprints. There are many industry standards related to the capture, collection, and preservation of digital evidence, from recognized standards bodies, government agencies, and vendors. ISO 27037 Information Technology Security Techniques Guidelines for Identification, Collection, Acquisition, and Preservation of Digital Evidence is designed. When collecting digital evidence, the analyst should make copies of the relevant volume or drive. This can be either a logical backup or a bit-level image. A logical backup only copies the directories and files of the volume. This means it's the easier and faster choice, but it doesn't capture deleted files or data remnants in the slack space. A bit-level image, by contrast, copies every sector byte and bit, making an exact copy of the entire drive. This includes deleted files and slack space, making it the necessary choice for material that needs to be submitted as evidence in court. There are many tools on the market specifically crafted for the purpose of capturing and collecting digital evidence, such as Encase, FTK Imager, and Macquisition. Computers' internal memory, RAM, can be relevant in an investigation. For example, a file that is encrypted on a hard drive may be unencrypted when being stored for use by the processor in the computer's RAM. Many tools exist to capture RAM, such as the Volatility Framework and Surge Collect. Original drives or media should be tagged as such and secured. One copy should be marked as the primary or best evidence copy, it should be secured, and no changes should be made to it. Perform all analysis of the data on a separate copy, never the original or the best evidence copy. To preserve the integrity of the files and prove that they haven't changed, analysts can use a write blocker and calculate message digests before and after the files were collected and copied. The chain of custody must be documented for the original or best evidence copy. Reporting and documentation. Evidence will be used to make determinations and decisions. For internal investigations, evidence will be used by management. For court cases, both criminal and civil, evidence will be used for court cases to make a judgment. Evidence and documentation provided to management need only have a professional and understandable format. Evidence provided to a court must meet a much higher standard and requires more extensive documentation for support. Each step taken to gather evidence and the methods should be documented. The evidence and documentation must be accurate. The evidence and documentation must be authentic. The evidence and documentation must be complete. The evidence and documentation must be convincing. The evidence and documentation must be admissible. Investigative techniques. Common investigative techniques are interviewing witnesses, surveillance, and forensics. Choose a private, non-threatening place for the interview, be respectful of the interviewee's time, and accommodate their schedule to the greatest extent possible. Remove distractions from the room and provide a comfortable seat. Do not conduct interviews with only 2 people present. Have at least 3 people in the room, and, if possible, record the conversation and make sure the subject knows it is being recorded. Allow the subject to have an attorney or other representation present. The subject must be allowed to terminate the interview or leave the premises at any time if they choose. Surveillance technique are direct human observation, photographic and video capture, audio monitoring, and IT logging. Digital forensics tools, techniques, and procedures. The organization needs to designate investigators and analysts with the proper training, expertise, and tools to perform digital forensics. Tools. Digital forensic analysts need an assortment of tools to collect and examine data. Different tools are necessary to be able to collect and examine both volatile and non-volatile data, to capture information from media, software, and hardware, and to craft meaningful reports from all the data collected and created during analysis. File viewers necessary to view files that have different formats, extensions, or compression types. Third-party registry analysis tools provide analysts with new ways to view and navigate registry values and changes. Debugging tools allow analysts to get more details than default reports or logs. Decompilers and binary analysis tools allow analysts to look inside executable programs, at the code level, and to find anomalies and malicious code. There are dedicated tools to extract data from a database. Specialized tools to analyze mobile devices for file changes and to find deleted files and messages. A drive imaging tool is to make an exact copy of a drive or piece of media. Network traffic is an important aspect of digital forensics. Capturing traffic from a sniffer, packet analysis tool, or network threat detection tool provides live session data. Log files are a critical element of analyzing the network aspects of a forensic investigation. Log files are found in many locations, including servers, firewalls, intrusion detection systems/intrusion prevention systems, and routers, and can provide significant insight into the events that transpired over networks. Video screen capture tool can be valuable for analysis purposes. The ability to capture real-time video can be used to document the steps taken on a forensic workstation. For example, techniques and procedures. Start with a standard process. Define priorities. Identify data sources. Make a plan to collect the data. Capture volatile data. Collect non-volatile data. Capture time details. Preserve and verify file integrity. Look for deleted or hidden data. Look at the big picture. Make no leaps.